I welcome you to the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick alongside me, Ross Sternstrom, Ryan Kelly. Friday Night Lights, we have Millard North versus Omaha Westside, the #1 team in the state. What are we expecting in tonight's game?
Well, this is kind of a big time, not really, it's an easy matchup for Westside. You could say Westside being 3-0, Millard North kind of the opposite side, 0-3. They've not had kind of their ideal start to this season, fellas. But, this team, it's a young team. They have some good leadership roles. Ross and I, in the pregame, we talked to their head coach, and, they're going to try to rally tonight. They're going to try to put all their effort into this game. So I think it's going to be a good game tonight, fellas.
Yeah, Fred Petito, 41 season at Millard North. He's the dean of coaches in the Metro Conference. He always has a strong tradition there with the wingbone offense at Millard North. They won 5 state championships with that offense and 8 times to the finals between 2002 and 2015. But the dynasty has kind of soured. They've not been to the playoffs the last 2 years, so they're trying to revisit that winning tradition that they had with the Mustangs.
Ryan, you just mentioned earlier, Millard North 0-3, Westside 3-0. What does Westside have to do to keep themselves from dropping a game to Millard North?
Gosh, Westside, they just gotta, they gotta stay strong throughout this entire game. We've seen lots of little mistakes. Westside in prep game, we saw lots of the little mistakes will really just add up for this team. We saw in the Westside prep game, they made lots of little mistakes that kind of came to bite them. And same thing in the Grand Island game. They made lots of little mistakes that just kind of came to bite them in the end. But overall, in those first 2 games, they came out on top. But we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network as we will stand for the national anthem. Back on you. It's back on you. We're going to start with the Millard North graphic.
Welcome here back to the WTV Live Network as we'll take a quick look at what the season's been like for Millard North. We mentioned they're 0-3, couple close games and one not so close game last week versus Millard South.
Yeah, Millard South, they're a strong team in this Class A. In Class A this year, that's going to be kind of a matchup to see here in the future for Westside. But taking a look at their schedule, Papi La Vista, that was a great game for them. And let's take a look at Westside. Actually, we're going to run that graphic back. Actually, we're going to take a look at West. Okay, let's take a look back at that now. 28-10. That was a pretty good game for this Millard North team. And Creighton Prep, they're a strong team. We saw them kind of come back against Bellevue West in that Week 0 game, guys. And they almost beat Bellevue West, or Creighton Prep, sorry. But this Millard North team, they just kind of got to fight and just keep their heads down and just keep fighting throughout this entire game.
In that Millard South game, it was 28-19 at the half, and then they shut out the Mustangs. Millard South scored 4 touchdowns in the second half to really make it a blowout. A lot of long passes to win that game.
And then we'll move on to the Westside schedule. As we mentioned, 3-0, several blowouts, 3 blowouts on that schedule. Westside has really not had an issue with any team yet this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this Westside schedule, they've really just dominated throughout this entire season. I thought the Bellevue West game, I talked to Coach Rice in sports skills class, and I thought it was going to be a pretty close match, but man, that was just quite the victory for the Warriors. Ross, do you have anything to say about that game?
Yeah, I mean, Westside's averaging over 50 points a game, and they're only allowing 6 points a game, so they're the highest scoring offense in Class A, and they've just been dominant. Nothing's even been close.
As we'll take a move on to the history of this matchup, Millard North and Westside. You see, series tied at 5-5. This is kind of the rubber match if we're looking back at the history, the big one for the series.
Yeah, if you look at last year's game, that game was pretty close there in the first half until we saw Kurt Kubridge block that punt. So that game last year was quite a good game to be at and to view. But Ross, do you have anything else to say about kind of historic-wise?
Well, yeah, Millard North, starting in 2002, they really started to dominate Class A football, and they beat Westside for about the next 10 years until 2015, and then things changed a little bit, and Westside has started to dominate the series. So recently it's been the Warriors, but over the long haul it was Millard North from about 2000 on.
And we'll move on to the Class A coaches rankings here in the Omaha Metro. See Westside topping that list. Millard North not on that list, but you see Millard South, Millard West, they're right behind Westside.
Yeah, so far this coaches poll, looking back at the week 0 poll, from what I remember, Westside is ranked number 1. We're still ranked number 1, so that's kind of holding true so far. But Millard South's kind of jumped up to that number 2 spot, so things are moving around quite a bit.
If you might remember, the Omaha World Herald predicted Millard North number 4 in their preseason poll. So there was a lot of expectations with this Millard North team, but they haven't materialized yet this season going into week 4.
We'll move on to the quick key players for Millard North. Evan Hansen, quarterback, last year's stats, 2022. Not a great season for him. He's mainly a rushing guy.
He is their leader on the field, though. But the big player to watch is Caden Vermas. He is a Nebraska football recruit. He committed to the Huskers last April. He plays linebacker, defensive back, and running back. And just look at his statistics. 70 carries, 665 yards, 8 touchdowns. He is the player to watch tonight. Caden Vermas for Millard North. He's headed to Nebraska in 2 years.
And then we'll move on to these Westside graphics. And then you see Anthony Rizak, the captain of this team, really leading them to all these wins. 0 interceptions is what I really like to highlight there, Ross.
Well, the University of Nebraska has suddenly gotten interested in Anthony Rizak. He's going to be down at Memorial Stadium tomorrow as a visit for recruiting. And Anthony Rizak leads Class A in total offense. He's done it on the ground and through the air. He is a dual quarterback threat. He had a tremendous game just a week ago against Bellevue West and was the on-3 player of the game and the player of the week for Westside. And you just see he's so hard to defend because if it's the pass, he'll do the run. 19 carries for 230 yards.
We'll move on and we'll say hello to the Westside Warriors just about to come here out of the tunnel. And then when we come back after that, we'll have live football action here on the WTV Live Network.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. May God be with you all.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get on your feet and make some noise!
That. See the Warriors take the field now. And we'll see the Warriors take the field now. Just 2 minutes away until kickoff. We're kind of picking back up where we stopped with the KB pregame show. Caleb Benning, another key player for this Westside team, fellas. He brings a lot of power to this team. We saw him in that first game really kind of dominate against the Junior Jays. Ross, do you have anything to say about him?
Caleb Benning is really a do-it-all player for Westside. Offense, defense, he does it all. You know, Nebraska's really been looking at him. His dad's Damon. You really expect him to end up in Nebraska.
Well, Caleb is one of those players that's getting recruited everywhere. He's narrowed it down to about 4 schools, but he is such a triple threat for this team. On defense, he is 6th in the state in interceptions with 2 so far this season in 3 games. He's 8th in Class A in receptions with 11 catches for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a deep threat for the Warrior offense, but the biggest threat for him is in return yardage for punt returns and kickoff returns. He's 5th in returns with 166 yards, and on punts, he never fair catches, very rarely. He averages 12 yards a punt return, so Caleb Benning is really a huge weapon for this Westside team on offense, defense, and special teams.
We're just moments away here from the Westside taking on Millard North. Got both teams on the sideline, team out to kick. We're just minutes away from live action.
And keep an eye on the kicker for Westside, Will Bowerly. Everybody remembers Tristan Alvano from a year ago, but Will Bowerly has filled in nicely. He's perfect on field goals, 3 for 3. But watch him on the kickoffs. He leads the state in kickoffs with 19 touchbacks out of 25 kicks. And he has just really filled in very well as the kicker and the successor to Tristan Alvano. Will Bowerly, a senior, kind of waited in the wings the last couple years, and now he's got his chance. He's really proven himself. There's no big win tonight. The flags are just resting on the poles. The Warriors will go from the right of your screen to the left to open the game, and we'll take a look at this Millard North team and see how they do on their returns. They've got some good, talented people, speedsters, who can carry the ball and go all the way.
You got Westside in the red jerseys, black numbers, black helmets with the red lettering. Millard North in the white jerseys, blue letters, and white helmets.
Yeah, Caden Vermas, who will be returning for Millard North, has already had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, but Will Bowerly has put it in the end zone most of the season. Here we go.
Here's the kick from Will Bowerly. It's headed straight toward Vermas. Vermas will field it at the 6. Vermas up to the 10 now. Vermas through a hole almost up to the 30, gets tackled down at the 28. Good return there from Caden Vermas. Not exactly what Westside was looking for with that starting field position.
Okay, we're going to take a look at this Westside defense. Up front, it's R.J. Eckhart, Cam Bell, and Jonquel Osler. They have been spectacular so far, but the players to watch are the linebackers. Christian Jones, Nick England, Bo Ryan, and Johnny Hurtado. Those are the big linebackers up front.
As you just mentioned, Ross, there's a triple option threat here from Millard North. We'll see if they're open with that. It's a handoff straight to the middle. Up in the middle, just not much there for Millard North on that first play. The Westside D-line all over that.
Well, what Millard North has done throughout their coaching career of Fred Petito is run the wing bone offense. It's not a wishbone. It's kind of like a triple option. They have the H-back off the line in the option process. So watch the wing bone. They've had a lot of success through the years. They'll run the ball most of the time.
There's Hansen under center, and he takes it himself down to the 35. Another quick gain there. Not much there for Millard North once again. We're looking at 3rd and short, 3rd and 4. Can Westside get off the field and start with a 3 and out?
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Mustangs throw the ball. In the secondary for the Warriors, it's Jordan Hurst, Preston Okafor, Teddy Rezak, the North Dayton recruit, and the All-Stater Caleb Benning.
And this is big right now for the Mustangs right now. This is their kind of time to shine right here.
There's Vermas. There's the handoff. He'll take it himself. Vermas just short of the sticks. He's still fighting on his feet. And there's a host of Warriors there finally coming in and making the tackle. Referee coming in straight on that line. Will they be able to give it to him on that spot?
Yeah, Evan Hansen just a keeper over the right side.
And he's
It'll
able
be
to
a first down.
That fight there, that last little fight there from Evan Hansen, he'll be able to get there and get the first down and keep the chains moving here on the first drive for the Mustangs.
You know, that's what I like to see for the Mustangs right now, being kind of the underdog in this game. If they can keep doing that throughout this entire game, I think they'll have a perfect chance to kind of put Westside up.
Millard North will break the huddle there. Hanson under center once again. We'll have a quick little stoppage here from the referee. There's an early timeout with 10 minutes left in the first quarter by the Mustangs.
I only think they had 10 players out there on the field. That's why they called timeout. One player didn't come in to substitute, so Fred Petito wants a full strength, all 11 players out there. They only had 10, so that's why they called timeout.
Ryan, you just mentioned keeping the chains running early, exactly what Millard North was. One of the keys we were kind of talking about for Millard North is get on the board early, make Westside score some points in the beginning. If Millard North could start off here with a key drive, maybe put some points up there on the scoreboard, that would be huge.
Yeah, talking to their coach in the pregame here, taking care of the ball and just extending their drives as much as possible and just being able to manage that clock real well are three other keys to the game that head coach Mike Dino said in the pregame.
And then maybe if you look there, Millard North on defense, Westside's really good at forcing turnovers. The turnover battle is going to be huge in today's game. Hanson under center. He'll hand the ball off to Rogaz, and he'll get there stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Almost a gain of nothing there.
Colin Bogatz is the fullback for Millard North. He scored a touchdown a week ago. He's just kind of that bull up the middle in that wing bone offense that Fred Petito runs. Good yardage.
Still yet to see Caden Vermas here on the first drive, which is kind of surprising.
Well, I think Caleb Benning has got his eye on him. Anytime he goes out there, Caleb's out there to cover him up.
Hanson under center. There's that little option. He'll pitch it to Vermas. There's Vermas' first touch of the game. Only a gain of 1 or 2 there, just past the sticks before he's pushed out of bounds.
Now the question is, does Fred Petito put the ball in the air here to get that first down on 3rd down and 9 right here? He brings in a couple new players off the sidelines.
3rd and long, you'd kind of expect a pass here if you were any other team besides Millard North, but like we said, Millard North does not like to put the ball in the air whatsoever.
Well, we'll see what kind of pressure they put on Evan Hansen here.
Hansen will be under center. Once again, one tailback back there, Vermas. There's Vermas, Hansen, he'll throw the ball out. There's one hand tempted to grab by Vermas. That one will fall incomplete, and the Millard North Mustangs will have to punt back. Caleb Benning lurking back there on the punt return.
Millard North has kind of struggled on their special teams this year. Not very good on extra points, field goals. We'll see how this punting game goes right here, but special teams, Westside has excelled in. And Caleb Benning, who a week ago led the state in return yardage, is back on the 20-yard line for the Warriors.
You're Millard North here. You do not want to punt the ball at Caleb Benning. And there's the punt from North. Caleb Benning, he'll call a fair catch there down at the 20 as Westside will start their drive here from their own 20. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network, and we'll have Anthony Rizak come back and lead this Westside offense. Rizak will be under the shotgun. Caleb Benning in motion. He'll swing it out. Fake pass to Benning. He's going deep. There's Christian Jones at the 40, 50, 40. No one to catch him. He's at 20. First play, Christian Jones touchdown. Anthony Rizak, Christian Jones, first play touchdown. What a start for the Warriors.
Gosh, there's that Warrior team that we have seen all season so far. Christian Jones just making his debut this evening. That was quite the play.
79 yards on the pass, threw it about 30 yards at the 50, and then Christian was wide open, about a 5-yard separation with the Millard North defender. Now here's the extra point by Bowerly.
Bowerly's extra point straight down the middle is good. Westside will now take the lead 7-0. We'll take another quick break here on the WT Live Network, and we'll have the kickoff and Millard North's second drive coming up. Welcome back here at the WTV Live Network. Westside just put their first score on the board in one play from that pass from Anthony Rizak to Christian Jones, which is actually his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, talk about a first touchdown of the season, 79 yards. What a play from Christian Jones. Christian, kind of another one of those key players to this Westside team. We've seen him all last season, quite a key player last season, and this year just really making his debut out there.
Anthony Rizak, who leads the state in Class A in total offense. He's not the #1 passer, but that sure helps him with a 79-yard streak, 1 for 1, passing the ball tonight.
Here's Will Bowerly's kick. Last kick, Caden Vermas was able to bring it back to almost the 30-yard line. Let's see what Will Bowerly does. This one much further. That one will go back through the end zone, adding back to that touchback total you just mentioned earlier, Ross, leading the state.
Yeah, he has 20 now on the season out of 26 kicks. So Will Bowerly has come to play tonight. And there, you know, the fact that there is no wind whatsoever here at Phelps Field, that's a pretty good kick, about 8 yards deep into the end zone by Will Bowerly.
Millard North will come back out here for drive number 2. Last one stalled after just one first down. Evan Hansen will break the huddle there for the Mustangs. He's under center. 2 running backs behind him. Evan Hansen will take the snap. He'll hand it off. There's another bouncing around, bouncing off the tackles. This will be a gain of nothing right there, tackled at the sticks by that stout Warrior D line.
Yeah, that was Ryan Eckhart on the tackle. He's had a great season so far up front. That on that left side doesn't allow much.
2nd and 10 here for the Millard North Mustangs. They'll break the huddle. Hansen will be under center once again for the Mustangs. He'll have Bogaz in the, there it is, Bogaz takes the snap, or he'll take the handoff. Quick gain of 4 there as he's tackled down.
You know, Millard North's had a great history of quarterbacks through the years. Mike McLaughlin, who went down to Nebraska, Jeff Tarpinian, who helped him win a couple state titles. He went across the river to Iowa. And, of course, Eric Crouch, the Heisman Trophy winner, was a quarterback at Millard North. They've just had a great history of quarterbacks, and that is the key to this offense. You got to have a quarterback with a lot of speed.
There's Hansen under center, Bogaz in the backfield. Hansen will look to throw, he throws it out there. There's William Kalvovich as he's pushed out of bounds there just past the 30-yard line at the 33. That'll be good for a first down, the second one of the game for the Mustangs.
Good confidence for Evan Hansen there just to complete a pass and get a first down. So that's what Millard North is just trying to do. Fred Petito said we just want to control the game, not give Westside too many chances.
Hansen will take the snap from the far hash. There it is, that option. Hansen keeping. He'll make a juke move. He'll pitch it there last second. There's Vermas. What a good pitch there to pick up 9 there on that late pitch from Hansen to Vermas.
I'm not so sure if he decided to pitch it or the ball just popped up into the air right there, and it was a loose ball, and the Millard North player grabbed it.
So you're going to see a lot of that tonight from Millard North. That's kind of their go-to thing, that little option with Hansen and Vermas.
Yeah, that's something that Westside just is going to have to watch out through this entire game, because that could be the downfall to this Westside defense.
There's Vermas. He'll look to throw once again, and he scrambles out right past the 40. And he'll keep breaking tackles as he's brought down there by a couple of Westside defenders. Jordan Hurst out there with a couple of other guys. It'll be good for another first down for the Mustangs as they keep the chains moving here midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a 7-yard gain right there. Just a nice second effort there by Hanson, running the ball, found an opening over that right side, and Westside finally took him down just short of the 50.
Hanson once again under the center, just short of midfield. Bogas will be the tailback. Hanson looking to throw once again, as that one's just tipped. Maybe a little hit there from Ty Sidzik in the backfield. Maybe throwing off Hanson's throw there, just a little off target.
I believe that was Caleb Benning there, almost with that interception, slipped right through his gloves.
Yeah, Caleb Benning's headed down to Lincoln tomorrow on a recruiting visit to the University of Nebraska, along with Anthony Rizak. We'll see if a decision comes soon from him on his recruiting.
Yeah, Anthony also going to Notre Dame as well this weekend, so.
There's the handoff to Bogas. He'll lose the football. Westside saying they have it, and they do. No Millard North player near there. Westside will get turnover number 1. Just a terrible, terrible end there if you're Millard North to that drive.
And definitely not what the Mustangs were looking for, but right now, if you're the Mustangs, you just want to keep your head down and keep fighting. We got lots of game time left to play. Just 3 more quarters left as well, and Westside's only up by 1 touchdown, so there's lots of room for this Millard North team to work with. But Westside right now, just want to keep going with this momentum you have.
Anthony Rizak will come back out after that 79-yard touchdown pass to Christian Jones. This time he'll hand off to Jamez Ross. Ross will go up the middle there. Quick gain of 9 there down to the 40-yard line. Just keeping those chains moving for the Westside Warriors.
Looked like he was kind of slippery there. He just slipped right through all those defenders.
Yeah, Jamez Ross has been off to a great start this season. He's averaging 117 yards a game. He's 5th in Class A in rushing, just off to a great start.
Rizak ready for the shotgun snap. He'll pitch it off. There's Caleb. That's not Caleb Benning in space, as he's down to the 30-yard line. That's Kevon Shannon, the Omaha North transfer. They're on that quick little jet sweep toss from Rizak to Shannon.
I have not seen that play this season. That's something new in their playbook. A little reverse from the right side to the near side, and a good gain right there for a first down.
Rizak will be in the shotgun once again on the near hash. 1 receiver down to the bottom on the numbers. Caleb Benning up at the sideline. Rizak will keep it himself. He's up the middle, down to the 10. Rizak will take it himself this time on that pass option. And Rizak will get touchdown number 1 on rushing. That's already 2 touchdowns here for the Warriors. Just only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Nobody can stop the Westside offense right now.
Yeah, this Westside team is just showing that they are very dominant in this game. 13 points in just about 6 minutes there. So this Westside team off to a great start. I wonder if we'll see a running clock later on in this game.
Will Ballery's PAT attempt. That one splits the uprights once again. Will Bowerly still continuing to be nearly perfect on the season on PATs. Not a weak point if you're the Westside Warriors after he comes in and fills Tristan Alvano's shoes from last year. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network as Westside takes the lead 14-0 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside takes a quick 14-0 lead here in the first quarter after just a couple plays on that last drive and 1 play on the first drive.
And here, Can You Feel It playing by the Jacksons. In this atmosphere, you can really feel it in the air tonight, like Phil Collins, but it's a great atmosphere here at Phelps Field. The student section filled almost all the way back up to the top there, and Millard North as well.
Here's Will Bowerly's kickoff. So that one's heading off right towards Vermont, but that one's going to be just into the end zone. Touchback number 2 on the game for Bowerly.
So far, it's been pretty impressive with this Westside offense. Only had 4 plays, got 14 points. And Anthony Rizak's already got over 100 yards in total offense. Not too bad a start for the Warriors. And now it's the defense's turn again to try and force another turnover here against Millard North.
Hanson will come back out of the huddle, looking to keep Millard North on their tracks and not get down too quick, too early in this game. Hanson will take the snap, hand off to Colin Bogaz, as Westside, huge storm of Westside players coming in to make that tackle. Gain of 2 on first down.
Yeah, that front line of Eckhart, Campbell, and Osler, they aren't given much up there up front. It's tough for Millard North just to move the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Millard North has really been restricted to their side of the field, and it's something that as this game progresses on, they can get past their side of the field and get past that 50. That's just something they're going to want to try to do here. Otherwise, this game might be Westside's.
There's Bogaz on the carry there again. No, Hanson actually keep it there on that fake handoff. He'll get down to the 24, 25-yard line there. Give him third and medium. Give him a chance to convert on third down.
You know, Zach, you've got a tough job tonight on a triple option because they can fake it one way and fake it another way, and the quarterback still has the ball because it's really tough to follow sometimes. Even the defense is fooled.
3rd and 5 for the Mustangs, just looking to keep this drive alive. Hanson will get under center. He'll take the snap, look at the pass. They're over the middle. As the DB actually falls down there, he's injured. Pass goes incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
That pass is going to go to Narnia, as nobody was there to pick that up, but
Punt team will come on for the Mustangs. Westside will get the ball back here with still 4 minutes in the first quarter, up 14. And there you see Caleb Benning there down just short of the 40-yard line, ready to receive this punt.
well, fellas, I think we could see another Westside touchdown here in these final 4 minutes. And, as we talked about in the Grand Island game, that Grand Island game was a perfect opportunity for Westside. They ran their 2-minute drill. They got a a field goal for Will Bowerly. So this game could be another good, help for this Warrior team as this season progresses, especially against that Millard South team.
Caleb Benning's forced to take a fair catch there. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll see drive number 3 for Anthony Rizak and the Warriors when we come back. Come back here on the WTV Live Network. Anthony Rizak, drive number 3 here for the Warriors. Rizak will be in the shotgun for this snap of the first drive. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Rizak will hand off to Jamez Ross. Ross past the 40, and he's taken down there. Quick little gain of 4 or 5 on first down.
Jamez hasn't got a lot of attention from the college recruiters, and he's really off to a terrific start this season. He'd be good for any college with looking for a running back. He's so quick up the middle.
Jamez Ross has had quite the season this year and kind of quite the stat line as well.
There's Ross with another handoff here on second down. Make a couple of moves there, get to the 45-yard line. Weave Westside a 3rd and short here.
Gosh, looks like he did a little bit of a spin move there to try to get past those Mustangs.
Now, where do you go on 3rd down at about 4 yards to go for a first down? Do you go to Caleb Benning, Rizak keeper? What do you guys think?
Got Jamez Ross in the backfield. A lot of options there for the Westside Warriors here on 3rd down. See what the Warriors do here on 3rd and 5. Rizak motions over Christian Jones. He'll toss over to Jamez Ross. Ross gets hit in the backfield.
We see Will Bowerly
drive with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Welcome back here, WTV Live Network. Millard North with drive number 4. Still no points to show for it. Hanson will take the snap, He'll keep it himself still. He has it. He'll be tackled down there at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Mustangs.
Good second effort by Hansen. Got an extra couple yards there. Make it 2nd down and 6.
I was thinking, guys, I've not seen Will Bowerly punt that from that far back, I don't think, all this season.
Well, they haven't had to.
Hansen under center. He'll pitch off to Vermas. There's Vermas in open space. He's got a lot to work with. There's Caleb Benning there just short of midfield. Make the tackle. 1st down Mustangs and a little bit more. Keep this drive moving.
Nice.
But can Millard North be able to keep the ball moving?
Yeah, nice 17-yard run by Vermas. Had some open ground there. Found an opening and took it all the way out to the 46-yard line.
That's a great gain for this Mustang team. They're just punching right through this Warrior defense so far.
There's Vermas. He'll keep it himself once again. Tripped up there at the 50. Quick little gain of 2 on 1st down. 1 minute left. Clock ticking here in the 1st quarter.
But this is what Fred Petito told us before the game. This is what he wants to do. Keep the ball on the ground, run the ball, run some clock, try to keep Westside's offense off the field. And on this drive, it's working with a couple 1st downs.
And that's where we're seeing lots of success, guys, this year for this Millard North team, despite being 0-3.
There's Heaven Hansen's handoff there to Colin Bogas. He just runs into that Westside D-line. Nowhere to go for him on that one. Bring up 3rd and long. Millard North might have to put the ball in the air here.
Yeah,
Well,
3rd and...
Well, Hansen's had some success on 3rd down, finding a receiver. Just looks for that little short pass to see if he does it here again.
3rd and 6, kind of a tough situation here for the Mustangs.
Heaven under center. He'll keep the ball. There's thrown off. That one just kind of lobs out of bounds. Nothing there for the Mustangs. 4th down. Will they punt, though? A little bit at midfield. Hansen will jog off. They'll be forced to punt here from the Westside 49. Caleb Benning back there once again. Very dangerous if he's able to get his hands on the ball.
Only 14 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. There's no wind advantage here to call a timeout or anything. So we'll just play this 1st quarter out.
I think a big thing for this Millard North team so far, we've seen them get lots of confidence so far, but then once that 3rd down comes up, they just kind of lose that confidence.
Caleb Benning forced to take a fair catch there at the Westside 15. We'll take a quick break here with Rezak coming back for Westside's drive. Rezak back. He'll take the shotgun snap. There's the handoff to Ross. Ross just kind of bouncing off tackles there, getting up close to the 20-yard line. That'll be end of the 1st quarter here at Phelps Field. Westside takes a 14-0 lead. After the 1st quarter, we'll flip fields here, and then we'll come back here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside up 14-0 heading into the 2nd quarter. Rezak will be out here for the Westside drive, starting it deep in their own territory at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, so far, I mean, guys, we've seen this Millard North team. They've really showed out really strong, and then they kind of lose that confidence on that third down drive.
Rizak will keep this one self. He'll bounce out to the outside, get tackled just at the sticks, the 25-yard line. Quick gain of 10 here to start off the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice gain with a first down. Rizak really racking up the total yards here early in this game.
Well, Ross, I got a question for you. If you're Millard North right now and you're down by 14, you know, what are you kind of doing in that huddle? What are you saying to your teammates there?
Rizak here in the shotgun for this snap. He'll keep it himself straight up the middle. Rizak wide open hole. He's at midfield. There's Vermash on the chase, but can Rizak get past? Rizak will slow up there just down at the 20. Rizak there with a big gain. Wide open hole by the Westside O lineman up front. And Rizak was just able to take that one straight down the field.
That was a 52-yard run by Rizak. He's already had a 28-yard touchdown run, but he's really rolling up the yardage tonight. Almost broke that one all the way. Just a great run by Anthony Rizak.
Vermas there with a great chase. Rizak's not no slow animal. Vermas really showed off his speed there to catch him. Rizak snap. He'll keep it himself, but this time he'll be tackled straight in the backfield. No chance for Rizak to go anywhere. Great stop there by Henry Renberg. Keep Rizak back there. That'll be a big loss. Flag on the play, though.
The flag came in the secondary, and they're talking to, it looks like it's going to be against Millard North, I think. Here's the call from the official.
Dead ball. Personal foul. 62 of the offense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the play. Third down.
So dead ball foul against Westside. That'll be
That personal foul is on number 62, Jackson Wing. Maybe a little bit of extracurriculars after that play is what draws that foul.
Yeah, that'll push him way back to the 43-yard line, and it'll bring up first down and 30 yards.
This is going to be a tough one for this Westside team to come back here.
They've got to go all the way down to the 12-yard line to get a first down.
Rizak with 30 yards to go here on first down with a chance to get another one. He'll be in the shotgun here. We'll have two wide receivers stacked to the near side, two stacked to the far side. Christian Jones in motion. Rizak will keep the ball. Looking over the middle. There it is, pass complete, down to the 20, down to the 10, the 5, as he's just tackled short there. Just getting in there. Trevor Spady, the tight end, one of those little targets that Rizak likes to put out there.
And that Grand Island game, we saw Trevor Spady really going at it out there, and there he is back again at it tonight. Just what a player for this Westside team.
42 yards on the play, on the pass from Rizak to Spady. Rizak stepped up in the pocket, drilled the ball over the middle to Spady, who's come up with some big plays in his career at Westside. Just a nice, kind of eluded a defender down there about the 20-yard line and made it all the way down to the, basically the 7-yard line right now, where Westside will have the ball down to the 1 with the penalty.
That penalty on Millard North, roughing the passer there, if anybody is wondering.
Yeah, Westside can really count themselves lucky there. 1st and 30, a hard one to come back from.
Rizak will be in the shotgun here on the goal line, as he'll keep it himself straight up the middle, bouncing off tackles, quick spin move into the end zone. Rizak with his second rushing touchdown of the game already, with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Westside will now jump up to 20-0, pending Will Bowerly's PAT.
Just a great drive right there by the Warriors. Think about that. It was first down and 30 to go, and then they find the pass to Spady. Also a 52-yard run by Rizak on that drive too.
Bowerly's point after attempt. Once again, straight down the middle. Bowerly remains perfect on this game. We'll take a quick break here in the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have Millard North's drive. Welcome back here at WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick alongside me, Ross Jernstrom and Ryan Kelly. Westside jumping out to a quick 21-0 lead here, still very early in the second quarter.
You know, I'm amazed, fellas, at the crowd tonight. It's about 70 degrees here at Phelps Field. Not much wind, but this is basically standing room only on the west side. The student section's full, the band area is full, the middle section and the near section to the far side.
There's Bowerly's kickoff into the end zone. Vermas will take that at the goal line. You can't take it if it crosses the goal line, Caden.
But this is a great atmosphere here for this West Side game. You know, I didn't know how many fans would show up against a Millard North team that has not won a game, but this is a great crowd.
Gosh, I want to get a shot of that student section for you guys at home. It is standing room down there as well.
It is Western night. You see a lot of cowboy hats and overalls.
Yeehaw.
Maybe, Zach, you want to say that after every touchdown.
Happy trails.
Be saying that a lot. Looking this night, already 3 of them on the game. Might be saying that a lot more. There's Hansen will take the snap. He'll hand off to Bogaz. He'll actually keep him for himself. Hard to see where the ball's going there. And that one will go for no yards on the game, on the play. Just that West Side D line up there. Just hard to get past them.
You cannot ask for a perfect night for football, guys. Look at that. Look at that sunset. It's beautiful.
Hansen will break the snap huddle for the Mustangs. 2nd and 10 after the gain of 0 on first down. He'll take the snap under center. He'll hand off to Bogaz. Bogaz will actually break through the D-line. There's that host of Warrior defenders right at the sticks, tackling him down at the 28.
Boy, he had like 4 West Side defenders wrapped up around him, and they couldn't bring him down, and he got a nice gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs on the 28-yard line.
Mustangs will break the huddle at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 8 minutes here in the first quarter. There's Hansen, hand off to Bogaz again, but this time he'll be stopped after just a gain of 1.
I think he might have crossed the 30 to get that first down.
Yeah, he was close.
Yes, he did. We'll say first down here now. Bogaz actually a really big running back. You see him dragging West Side defenders. 6 foot, 210. It's hard to bring a player like that down to the ground.
There's that middle school section. Standing room there on that new track here at Phelps Field. Looks like that tarp's down on the track to protect that new southern apron.
Hansen will hand off to Bogaz once again. Brought down at the 35 there by the West Side. Christian Jones on the tackle there. Christian Jones kind of flying all over the West Side defense. Just every night, in and out.
Well, he's the top-rated junior in Nebraska. Has a lot of Power 5 offers from around the country, and he'll be a catch for somebody next year.
Hansen will take the snap, hand off to Bogaz once again. This time he's brought straight to the ground at the 35-yard line. Gain of 0 on there, and 2nd and 5. Bring up 3rd down for the Mustangs.
Christian Jones, going back to him, he's a dual sport athlete, football and track. He's a thrower and a 100-meter dash runner, so he's kind of quite the utility here at Westside. And last track season, we saw him really go out.
Yeah, he was 7th in the 100 meters at the state track meet for a guy who plays linebacker. That's almost unbelievable.
Can't forget about the Dunkin' Donuts 4x100-meter dash
There's
as well.
Hansen's throw down there. That one, there's Vermas down at the 25. He'll catch that, and he's just not quite able to break there free from the West Side corner. He's brought down, and that'll be 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Here with 7 minutes in the second quarter. Big play there from Hansen to Vermas.
That's the exact, that's for the Millard North Mustangs right now. That is what you want to see, folks. That is that team that's kind of been held back there by this West Side defense. And right now, if you're West Side, that is not what you want to let happen.
Hansen will be under center here for the 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Bogaz in the back. 3 receivers to the close side. Vermas in motion. There's the pitch to Vermas. There at the 10. He'll go down at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal now upcoming for the Mustangs.
Looks like I didn't get out of his hands a little cleanly there. Kind of a bit of a wobble there.
Well, this is where that Westside linebacker core really steps up with Jones, Nick England, Bo Ryan, and Johnny Hurtado. This is where they can really make the play on defense to try to stop these Mustangs inside the red zone.
Mustangs will break the huddle. Hanson will be under center once again. There's Vermas in motion. Hanson will throw it down to the corner. That's batted away by Caleb Benning, incomplete. Great defense there in the corner. Flag on the play. That's back in the backfield, back by the quarterback.
Usually that's a holding call unless they got to the quarterback.
It's going to be interesting to see what that call was there.
Quick little conference. Here's the call from the head referee.
Meeting of the minds.
Following the interception, dead ball, personal foul, defense, number 11. Will be a touchback and half the distance to the goal to the 10. First and 10, Westside.
That penalty is a personal foul, dead ball foul there on Ryan Eckhart on the defensive line. There was actually a pick there, Ross. It was a pick by Caleb Benning there in the corner. Be Westside's football now.
Gosh, there's that beautiful sunset there once again here at beautiful Phelps Field.
Rezac will come out with the Westside offense. Up 21 with 5 minutes here in the second quarter. This drive will start at the 10-yard line for Rezac and company. Rezac shotgun snap. He'll keep it himself up the middle, down to the 15. There's Vermas on the tackles. Rezac dives up to the 20. That'll be a first down. Chains keep moving with 5 minutes here.
No huddle, got the call from the sidelines. They'll just continue.
Rezac will be in the shotgun once again for the snap. A little bit of a hard count. Look over to the sideline. Give the signs to his linemen. 2 receivers stacked here at the 20 on the numbers. Rezac will take the snap. There's the handoff to Jamez Ross. Ross will be straight up the middle, brought just past the 25-yard line at the 26. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Warriors.
Warriors keeping it safe here on the ground. A couple running plays with Rezac and Jamez Ross. Keep this drive alive.
Rezac will take the snap. There's the handoff to Jamez Ross once again. Ross will get past the 30, and he's brought down there.
Yeah, there's Westside just kind of punching through that Mustang defensive line.
Another first down out to about the 32-yard line. Maybe they just want to push this all the way to halftime, get a nice long drive.
Keep the defense off the field. Give them a quick rest as they've been on the field a lot already in this game. Rezac in the shotgun. Jamez Ross to his right. 2 receivers to the far side. There's the handoff to Ross. 3rd in a row as he breaks out down to the 40, down to the 50. Jamez Ross with a couple of Millard North defenders chasing. Down to the 20, the 10, 5, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Jamez Ross on that big breakaway touchdown.
And this Westside team is not over yet. Just 4 minutes and 22 seconds left till half. Westside will throw 6 more points on the board. What a first half, guys.
Jamez Ross, a 68-yard touchdown run, his longest run of the season so far. Big run by Jamez, and college recruiters have to take a look at him, folks.
Will Barley on for the point after. Perfect on the game so far as he continues that 4 for 4 on the game now. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Westside up 28-0 here with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Ryan Kelly alongside me, Ross Jernstrom here tonight. Will Barley here for the kick after John Mezes-Ross' big 68 breakaway yard touchdown.
Yeah, so far this Westside team just got on top, and they are staying on top. They are not letting up. This Millard North team, though, we've seen some kind of confidence boosts in them, really, because we saw a really long pass, and they took that into Westside's, own territory there, and we're just a few yards away from a touchdown, but this Westside team is showing how dominant they are in this game.
Bowerly with another touchback there on that kick. No chance for Vermas and Millard North to return that one. Evan Hansen, Caden Vermas, and Colin Bogaz will come out here on the field with the rest of the Millard North offense, looking to make anything happen here late in the first half.
Millard North has had most of their success through the air tonight, so Hansen might want to just keep it in the air. They've really moved the ball in the passing game.
There's a snap from Hansen, and it'll just kind of push forward. Lost the ball. There's the beanbag from the referee. Westside says they have it. Do they? Westside will get the ball back on the first play inside the red zone. Westside just all over on defense, offense. Just nothing Millard North can do.
Oh, my goodness, folks. Westside, we could see another touchdown here from them here. Still 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
When it rains, it pours, fellas, and it's really pouring on Millard North right now, 28-0 with 4 minutes to go in this first half, and Westside could go out to that magical 35-point lead when there's no running clock in the second half.
Westside will start this drive from the Millard North 20. Only 20 yards to go to take that lead up even more. Rezak will be in the shotgun here for the first down snap. Caleb Benning on the far side. Rezak will keep it, looking for Caleb Benning in the corner. They're tossed up to Caleb Benning, incomplete. Good defense out there on Caleb Benning.
Yeah, number 24 there from the Mustangs. Great defense from him. That's Pierce Mooberry.
Second and 10.
Caleb
This is a young Millard North team. 16 of the players are underclassmen, which really shows you where their strength is on this team. Probably next year, but not a lot of seniors on this Millard North team. This is very young.
Second down and 10 here for the Warriors. Rezak will be in the shotgun for this second down snap. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off there. Just a quick little gain of maybe 1 or 2 on second down. Not much there for the Warriors.
Just 3:58 remaining here for this Warrior team. Time's a ticking.
Westside will take their time here down in the red zone. Plenty of time with 3 timeouts, 3 minutes. Just got to look at the first down markers here on 3rd and 8 to keep this drive going, or they might have to settle for a field goal. Rezak will motion over Keenan Cotton. There's the fake pitch. Bo Ryan will be up the middle. Ryan will be able to get there, not quite to the sticks though. Maybe 3 or 4 yards short.
Going off what you said there, Zach, at the field goal, I don't think that'd be too bad for this Warrior team, especially since they're up by so much right now. It'd be kind of perfect practice for Bowerly. As the later games or as the season goes on and the teams get, tougher to play, that'd be good for them.
The Westside offense will stay on the field here on 4th and 3. Bring back in Jamez Ross. There's a lot of options here. Open up the playbook for Anthony Rezak here on 4th down and 3. Rezak here on the shotgun. We'll get a timeout call here with 2 minutes and 53 seconds here. Westside ensuring they get the play call. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Have the big 4th down and 3 when we come back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside here with a big 4th down and 3, down deep in the Millard North territory, up 28 here in the closing stages of the first half. Rizak motions over Caleb. Rizak motioning out to the right. There's a touchdown. Christian Jones, touchdown number 2 of the night. Westside will now take a 34-0 lead. Millard North just can't stop them on that 4th down play. Into the end zone, Christian Jones, Anthony Rizak, a little bit too easy there.
Gosh, Westside kind of tossing the dice there, and that will result in another touchdown. Christian Jones is really showing that he's on top tonight. What a player so far.
Will Bowerly's point after attempt here for the Warriors. He's been perfect on the night so far. Can he continue that streak? And yes, he can. Straight down the upright, splits him once again. Westside now up 35-0 with still over 2 minutes here in the first half.
20-yard drive and 4 plays and a touchdown for the Warriors. The second one for Christian Jones. He caught a 79-yard pass on the very first play of the game, and then he comes back with another touchdown here. 35-0, fellas. That's the magical number because there'll be a running clock in the second half anytime a team has a 35-point lead, so this could be a really quick game tonight.
I think we mentioned we kind of expected a running clock here in this game, but I don't know if we expected the lead to be this big, that quick.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, though. This Warrior offense is something special, and Fred Petito, when we talked to him before the game, he said Rizak is one of those players that, comes around in a generation. He's just so special. Double threat, run and pass. You don't have many quarterbacks in high school football like that.
Mr. Touchback himself here on the kick. Will Bowerly kicks it off from the 40. That one's a line drive kick straight to Vermas, bouncing. He'll take it down at the 1. Vermas with a chance to return out to the 30. Vermas will get tackled there, down by Jordan Hurst of the Warriors. Big push from the Mustangs. Good field position here for the Mustangs with 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Maybe a chance to do something on offense.
It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with their 2-minute offense. If they want to score, you're likely going to have to put the ball in the air in the final 2 minutes. You just can't run all the way down there. Not enough time for that. It'll be interesting to see what Millard North does here.
Millard North, 2 timeouts still left, so a little bit of an open playbook still, but 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Evan Hansen and the rest of the Millard North offense here as they break the huddle. Bogaz will be in the backfield. There's a pitch from Hansen. Nowhere to go. Christian Jones once again on the tackle there. Clock ticking away here for the Mustangs in the first half, now down to 2:20. Still huddling up. No huddle offense here yet.
Yeah, 2nd and 11, not the best position to be in right now, especially with just 2 minutes and 10 seconds left remaining here in this first half. Let's see what the Mustangs can do here.
Hansen will take the snap. There's the handoff to Bogaz. Bogaz will break the tackle there as Hurst, Caleb Benning in the backfield will have to bring him down. At midfield, the chains will keep going, but so will that clock.
Bogaz, 17-yard run, and he took a few defenders with him along the way. Just a nice run up the middle, and the clock's still running. Millard North hasn't called a timeout yet.
Minute 40 and ticking here at Phelps Field. Millard North just looking to maybe get into field goal range, put some points going into the locker room. Hansen will take the snap, bouncing around in the pocket. There's a lateral pass, and he'll just have to dive on it. That's William Granger for Millard North diving on that, keeping the drive alive. That'll be a big loss for Millard North, pushing them back inside their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, it was kind of a dangerous play there as that one got loose and got away, but thankfully for those Mustangs, they recovered it, but that could have been dangerous for this Westside team.
Yeah, they've got a couple timeouts. I think they were thinking of maybe getting it downfield and maybe calling some timeouts, but now I just think they might just want to run out the clock here with a minute left in the half.
Hansen with inside a minute. There's the handoff to Bogaz, and the Westside D-line will just push him straight to the ground, nowhere. He gets just past the 40, gain of 1, but the clock down to 45 seconds. Still no rush here from Millard North. They might just take this one into the break.
Well, I think that's smart with 3rd down and 17. You just want to go into the locker room and not give the ball back to Westside here.
Ross, I got a question for you, or actually for both of you guys. If you're Millard North, you're down by 35. It's a tough place to be in mentally. If you're head coach right now, just what are you saying to your guys right now, or another player? What are you saying to your guys or brothers or teammates out there?
Hansen will keep that one himself. He's bouncing around in the backfield, still up on his feet. Caleb Benning and the rest of the Westside defense comes in and close that one out. We'll actually head into the halftime here after that play.
And kind of going back to that question, what are you guys saying to your teammates out there?
Just try to keep it respectable, maybe get some points on the board for the end of the game. And Westside, it looks like, is going to get the ball back here. They called a timeout.
There's a smart timeout call from Coach Lamanji. Give Caleb Benning back there a chance to return this one. Maybe we've seen him do some magical things back there before.
That Creighton prep game. Maybe we'll see a flashback from that there.
Sometimes you hope you just don't get a little greedy here at the end of the first half, risk an injury or something like that. But Westside's going to get the ball back for one more time.
Gosh, Ross, that's the last thing you want to do right now, especially as we kind of head later into the season. You don't want to have some commentators jinx. It's
a real thing, Ryan.
Yeah, for my time of commentating for past 4 years, commentators jinx has been kind of a problem.
Caleb Benning standing on his own 19-yard line, looking to field this punt from Millard North. Quick little rush there from that one's sky-high punt. Caleb falling as he fields that punt at the 30-yard line. Still 1 second left here in the first half as Anthony Rizak will come on. More than likely we'll see just a knee, take it into the break. Nothing fancy here.
No Hail Marys here.
I think you'd be best just to take a knee. I've seen teams try to do something at the end of a half or end of a game, and it's a turnover, and it doesn't always work. No, they'll just down it.
Whistle blows. Anthony Rizak will take the snap, take the knee. As we head into halftime, Westside up 35-0.
Well, guys, we've seen quite a Westside dominant half so far, 35-0 in favor of the Warriors. Let's just get a quick recap of the half, Ross.
Well, Westside scored on the very first play of the game. It was Anthony Rizak with a 79-yard touchdown pass to Christian Jones. Pass went about 30 yards, and then Jones outran the Millard North secondary and scored with 9:06 left in the first quarter. Then Westside got the ball back on their second possession, and Rizak scored on a keeper from 28 yards out to make it 14-0. And then Westside had to punt, and they got the ball back in the second quarter. And at that time, it was a run by Rizak for a touchdown up the middle to make it 21-0 with 10:02 left. And then it was Jamez Ross, one of the great runs of his career, 68 yards for a touchdown with 4:22 left. That make it 28-0. And then Westside capped off the scoring with about 3 minutes left when Anthony Rizak passed to Christian Jones for his second touchdown of the game to make it 35-0 Westside over Millard North at halftime.
Well, Westside dominating out there on the field, 35-0, but statistically they're dominating right now as well. Westside passing yards, 142 passing yards for Anthony Rizak and just 69 for Millard North. And looking at rushing attempts for Westside, 17 and Millard North 27. But looking at the yardage on that, 196 yards for Westside and 82 for Millard North. So Westside just truly on top this game.
We'll take a break here and we'll say, as the players go in the locker room, Westside dance team on the field. We'll see the band in just a little bit while you see all those performances.
members of the Westside Middle School 8th grade band. The 8th grade band has spent the beginning of the year working with some of our high school marching band music. Together, the two groups had a combined rehearsal this morning to work together and allow the 8th grade band a chance to get to know what the high school band is like. Tonight, the combined bands will be performing the Rolling Stone classic, Paint It Black. The song will be conducted by the drum majors Mason Hendrickson, Alec Penn, Lee Simpleton, and Ted Twitt. And we will ask you to be respectful of their performance by listening, not talking, and applauding when appropriate. We are so excited to be able to perform for you this evening. The show will include Feeling Good, inspired by Michael Bublé, Hunting Rabbits by Gordon Goodwin, Creep by Radiohead, Smile by Nat King Cole, and Reverberations by Brian Almagas. Our soloists for this evening will be Hayden Johnson, Derek Gordon, Charlie Ward, Ian Steskel, Lizzie Swanson, Milo Fries, Katie Cervantes, and Natalie Snyder. Westside High School is proud to present an exhibition. Drum majors Mason Hendrickson, Alec Penn, Lee Stephenson, and Ted Twitt, and the 2023 Westside High School Warrior Marching Band.
Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Ross Sternstrom, Ryan Kelly here at tonight's call. Westside with a strong first half, 35-0 over Millard North.
The story of the game so far has been Anthony Rizak, Christian Jones, and Jamez Ross. Christian Jones caught a 79-yard pass to open the game on the very first play for a touchdown. He also came back and teamed up with Rizak for a touchdown. Jamez Ross has had a 68-yard run, and Rizak's had a couple touchdowns. Here we go.
Cole Jansen's kick for Millard North will be fielded by Caleb Benning down at the 5-yard line. Caleb with a burst of speed up ahead through the middle. Will be tackled just short of the 35. Great little start there for the Warriors on Caleb Benning's kickoff return.
Now you have to remember, folks, the score is 35-0. The clock will not stop. It is running right now because anytime a score is by 35 points, the clock just continues to run to speed this game up.
Shotgun snap, there's Rizak, he'll hand it off. Jamez Ross there just kind of bopped up at the 40, nowhere to go there.
Well, you got to wonder what the strategy is here for Westside to just maybe run the ball and kind of shorten this game as much as possible, or to really rack up some points on the board. But the first string is out there, all the starters. No huddle for the Warriors.
Rizak in the shotgun, Jamez Ross to his right. Motion man comes set. There's the toss over to Kevon Shannon in space. Kevon will get down. Good gain there, just up to the sticks, just past the 40-yard line, the 43 range.
And it'll be third down at about 1 to go. No huddle for the Warriors.
Just keep getting those plays there from the sideline. Anthony Rizak and the rest of that Westside offense put up 35 points in the first half. Rizak with Jamez Ross on his left. There's the handoff to Jamez Ross. Make a cutback move to the middle. He'll be tackled right at the sticks. Able to get that first down. There's the first down of this half.
And that's kind of the strategy for the Warriors, just to ball control, run the ball here.
Run that clock here in the second half. Already up 35-0. Already several minutes here into the second half. Anthony Rizak in the shotgun. Jamez Ross to his right. Motion man is Keenan Cotton. There's a penalty, pre-snap penalty.
And that'll go against Millard North. Encroachment by the Mustangs. That'll put the ball 1st and 5 to go from the 50-yard line.
Anthony Rizak will be in the shotgun here on 2nd and down. Anthony Rizak looking right, looking back to the middle, scramble out right, and there he is, taken down deep in the backfield, back to the 40-yard line. The first sack of the game of that Millard North defense.
Well, that'll set up now about 2nd down and 15 to go from the 40-yard line. They have to get to the 45 of Millard North for a first down.
Yeah, Millard North really kind of showing some dominance here, pushing them all the way back to 2nd and 35. We've not seen this kind of action since probably pretty late in the first quarter, so this Millard North team definitely on top right now.
2nd and long. He looks out. There's Caleb Benning in space at the 40. Couple of tacklers will jump over one and will be slammed down to the ground by the other. There's Desmond Dathens on the tackle. Caleb Benning still now going to be 3rd and long for the Warriors.
Yeah, a gain of 8 yards on that play, but that'll be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. The Warriors have to get to the 45-yard line to get a first down and continue this drive.
3rd and 7 here for Anthony Rizak. He's the lone person in the backfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. There's the snap for Rizak. Looking right, he'll make a man miss. He'll keep it for himself, getting up there. He's down to the 40, the 30, up through the middle, cut back to the outside, heading to the pylon at the 5. And he's in the far pylon. Westside and Anthony Rizak will put another touchdown on the board.
A 53-yard touchdown run by Anthony Rizak on 3rd and long. He goes all the way, step back to pass, couldn't find anybody, and bolted up the middle and then outran the Mustangs secondary to the corner of the end zone. Another great play by Class A's top offensive leader, Anthony Rizak.
Will Bowerly's PA attempt, so far perfect. He'll continue that. 42-0 here early in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network with Westside up 42 over Millard North. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Second half action. Westside now up 42-0 over the Millard North Mustangs. Another dominant drive there from Westside. Will Bowerly will kick it off down to the Mustangs.
Yeah, this Warrior team really just set another one and put another touchdown there on the board.
There's Bowerly's kick into the corner. That one will land in the end zone. Another touchback for Mr. Touchback himself.
Well, this has just been another amazing performance by Anthony Rizak. Coming into this game, he led Class A in total offense. He's just had a tremendous start to this season. And Nebraska, the Huskers have really started to pay attention. He's been invited on a recruiting visit to Lincoln on Saturday, and he'll be at the Northern Illinois game.
Millard North with their first drive of the second half. There's Colin Bogatz on the carry. He'll be chopped down at the 24-yard line. Clock will keep ticking up 42. This second half is expected to go much, much quicker.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a big blow to Millard North. They got that big sack on Rizak back about the 30-yard line, and 3rd and long, and then Rizak just breaks away out of the pocket and goes 53 yards. It's really hard for Millard North just to kind of bounce back after that stunning touchdown.
There's Evan Hansen under center. Bogat's in the back. He'll be out there. There's that option. Hansen keeps it himself so far, and then he'll be shoved down, just not quite to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1, maybe a gain of 0 right there at that line of scrimmage. Down to 7 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. That clock just keeps on ticking. Third down and 7 for the Mustangs and Evan Hansen. There's the pitch off. There's Vermas. Vermas got some space. He'll get the first down past the 30. Chopped down at the 31 there. That's Preston Okafor on the tackle of Vermas.
Yeah, you're going to see some substitutions here for the Warriors here in this second half. Bear with us about some of these backups as we try to search for their numbers, folks.
Still got first-team defense out there right now, but we'll definitely start to see those backups in. There's Hansen with the snap. He'll keep it himself at the line of scrimmage. He'll be taken down there. Westside D lineman. Really hard to get past there.
Oh, that front three of Eckhart, Bell, and Osler, those guys don't give much there. They really stick it, and they get no gain on that. It's still 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The Mustangs have to get to the 41-yard line.
5 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Evan Hansen, Vermoss out to his left, Bogat's in the backfield. Evan Hansen will take the snap, keep it himself. He'll pitch it off there. That's William Granger on the pitch. Another gain of maybe 1 there as referee marches in. Now we'll have 3rd and long. Will they make Millard North put the ball in the air?
Well, keep an eye on the Westside secondary. They tend to come up with those big plays sometimes. Of course, Caleb Benning's already had 3 interceptions this season.
Millard North breaks the huddle. We'll have 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Bogat's in the backfield. Hansen looking over the middle as he targets Mason Gooten there. But that one will be falling incomplete. Flag on the play. Possibly pass interference on the Warriors there. We wait on the call here from head referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference is the call. That'll be an automatic first down for the Mustangs. Big mistake there for the Warriors, allowing Millard North to keep this drive going.
And that'll put the ball down at the 47-yard line. Big break for the Mustangs. First down, they're still alive.
Already down inside 5 minutes here in the third quarter. That clock is just ticking and ticking. Hansen will hand off to Bogat's. Bogat's will get past the line of scrimmage, tackled at midfield there. Once again, lots of Warriors on that tackle, just rallying to the ball.
The Westside defense has really played well in this game.
Westside looking for their 2nd shutout of the season. We had one earlier against Grand Island. But can they keep Millard North off the board in this second half? Pick up shutout number 2. Hansen will be under center for this snap. He'll pitch it off to Granger. Granger with nowhere to go really. Cuts back up the middle, tackled at midfield. We'll have 3rd and long once again for the Mustangs.
Westside has only allowed 19 points so far this season. They average 6 points, only allow 6 points a game. They lead the state in scoring offense, and the defense isn't too far behind.
This 3rd and 7 play. Evan Hansen under center from midfield. There it is. He'll take it himself. He'll cut back to the middle. And there it is. Good tackle by the Westside D lineman up there. That'll force a punt from the Millard North Mustangs at midfield. Down 42, 3 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Benning has not returned a punt so far tonight. He has fair caught each punt. He's down on the 15-yard line. Millard North getting their lineup ready.
A little bit of safe zone here on this punt from Westside. Barely getting that one off is Millard North. Benning will let that one bounce at the 20, bounces inside, and picked up by the Warriors there at the 19. Bold decision.
I don't know if that was so smart to jump in front of 3 Mustang defenders and try to grab the ball, but Westside retains possession on the punt. And that'll put them at the, looks like the 20-yard line. And we'll see if the first team offense goes back out there.
Looks like I think I still see James Ross, Anthony Rezak out in that huddle. Christian Jones out there on the field. We'll see first team offense once again for the Warriors here late in the third quarter.
Yeah, only a couple minutes left, so this may be the last time we see Westside's #1 offense.
Caleb Benning close on your screen. Anthony Rezak in the backfield. James Ross to his right. The handoff will be to number 23, Brody Gock. Not the starting running back. James Ross not on the field on that play. Brody Gock will get close to the first down marker. Gain of 5 or 6. Now to the 30-yard line. Anthony Rizak will be in the pocket there. There's the pitch to Gok. Gok again, almost down to the 35, still short of that first down marker. Bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Westside just maintaining that ground game here late in the third quarter, running that clock down as much as they can.
Anthony Rizak and the rest of the Westside offense will get the play call from the sideline. Here they are on the 2nd down and 6 play. Rizak will take the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to Gok. Gok will be brought down quickly at the 35-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 5. Heading into the end of this third quarter, we'll see one more snap.
Well, it's a passing situation for the Warriors here. Let's see who Rizak has to throw to.
3rd and 4. Westside will be forced to snap it here. About a 6-second differential on the play clock and game clock. So we'll see this one last snap from Rizak. 3rd and 4. Will Rizak keep it? He's the lone person in the backfield. Could we see a quarterback keeper here? Low snap. Rizak picks it up off the ground. He's able to push forward close to the sticks around the 39-yard line. I don't know if he got there, though.
I think he's going to be about a yard short. And
Yeah, that looked about a yard short from here.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
We'll take a break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have the last 12 minutes of this football game. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Ryan Kelly, and Ross Sternstrom here in the fourth quarter. Westside be 4th and very short from their 40. 4th and 1. Rizak will hand the ball off straight up the gut. First down, Warriors continue the drive there. That's Brody Gok, it looks like, there on the carry, keeping this drive alive. That's Nick Anglem on the carry there, sorry. Nick Anglem keeping this drive alive. Getting more into the depth chart there as we go into this fourth quarter. But we still see Anthony Rizak out there on the field in the shotgun. That play will go down. There's Jordan Hurst on the carry there. Gain of 2 on first down.
And you talk about kind of getting deep into that roster. Coach Lamondre talked to me last week about it's a great opportunity for a lot of these younger guys because this Westside team, lots of seniors and juniors on this team. So getting those younger guys that experience will really just kind of help the longevity of this team.
Zach will come off the field there, give a high five to Coach Lamondre, put his helmet down. Looks like he'll probably be done for the game. The new quarterback will be Quentin Warren, the sophomore for these Westside Warriors. We'll probably see him the rest of this fourth quarter for the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity for Warren here. Just a sophomore in my grade, so I've seen him play from middle school on up to high school, and he's just making his debut for his third night here at Phelps Field. So it's a great opportunity again for a lot of these younger guys to come out here and kind of work on their craft in the fourth quarter here.
Quentin Warren will be in the shotgun on this snap. 3rd and 4th down. That pass will be out of bounds, intended for Caleb Benning there on the sideline. That'll be end of the drive. We'll see Will Bowerly come on the punt here.
Yeah, Millard North with the blitz there brought everybody in, the linebackers, and put a lot of pressure on Warren on the pass. And Westside will now punt it away with under 10 minutes to go.
Will Bowerly for his second punt of the game with 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Westside up 42-0. Will Bowerly take the snap? A deep punt down there, fair catch by Vermoss, the 23-yard line. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll see the Millard North offense come back when we are back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Millard North will have this drive down 42-0, 8 minutes here in the half. Hanson will hand that one off. There's Bogots out to the numbers, down to the 30, 35, still pushing the Westside defenders, and he'll be dragged out of bounds nearing the 40-yard line.
Well, the Mustangs are looking to avoid a shutout. Their goal now is just to score a touchdown, so they're driving down the field, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line with 8 minutes to go. They just want to get in the end zone one last time.
Evan Hansen and the Millard North Mustangs here on 1st and 10. There's a snap to Evan Hansen. He runs out wide, pushed out of bounds there just past the 45-yard line. Clock keeps on ticking.
Okay.
7 minutes left in this game.
Pick up 7 and 5.
Hansen will break the huddle here for the Millard North Mustangs. Now 7:25 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Westside up 42-0. There's the handoff to Bogots. Bogots will be down to the 40. He'll be pushed out of bounds just past the Westside 40. If I'm not mistaken, Ross, that would be the first time passing midfield in this game.
Yeah, that is the first time that they have crossed midfield.
Evan Hansen will break the snap for the Mustangs. Their first time cross midfield. Can they put points on the board this time? At the 36-yard line, he'll take the snap under center. He'll pitch it out to Vermoss. Vermoss got some space and some blockers in front of him. Stiff arm thrown at the 30, and he'll be pushed out of bounds down to the ground nearing the 25-yard line. Another first down for the Mustangs with 6 minutes and 30 seconds here in the fourth quarter. There's a snap from Hansen. He'll push forward just past the 20-yard line now.
Players trying to hold the Mustangs out of the end zone here. Ball down on about the 18-yard line.
Evan Hansen will take the snap. There's the option play. He'll keep it himself down inside the 10. Millard North getting dangerously close here in the fourth quarter, putting their first points on the board.
Well, the Westside backups are down there trying to keep the shutout alive. Millard North. 10 yards away from the end zone.
There's Hansen's snap. He'll pitch out. There's Vermas. He's out to the outside, to the 5, diving out to the pylon. That'll be touchdown number 1 for Millard North. Westside now up 42-6 here with 4:53 in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was just a great run by Vermas around the left side. The Nebraska recruit really is a special player on defense and also on offense. Just a nice run to the end zone. Puts Millard North on the scoreboard here with just under 5 minutes to go in the game.
There's Cole Jansen out for the first PAT of the game for Millard North. He'll split the uprights on that one. Westside now up 42-7. We'll take a quick break here with 4:53 in the 4th quarter. When we come back, we'll have the end of the 4th quarter. WTV Live Network. Millard North putting their first points of the game up here, nearing the end of the 4th quarter. 4:53 here in the 4th. We'll see a kickoff here from Cole Jansen and the Millard North Mustangs. I'm assuming, Ross, when we see the offense come back on the field, we're going to see probably no starters.
No, it's all the backups from here on out.
Nice run back there from the Warriors. That's Kevon Shannon in the backfield, or bringing that punt, kickoff return out. Running clock, 4:30 and ticking. As we see who will come out here for quarterback. At the end of last drive, we saw Quentin Warren come out for the Millard North, or for the West Side, and finish off that drive. Rezak's day is definitely over as he came to the sideline on that last drive.
Well, the backups in the offensive line, you've got Talon Barnes, Johnny Hurtado, Joe Soria, Talon Barnes also plays at both positions. Trey Spady, the tight end. Blake Kiefer's a backup, Brody Gock. Wide receivers, Grant Butler, Drew Klein, Charlie DiLorenzo, and Eli Johnson.
That ball will be handed off to the Warrior running back. He'll get down near the 30-yard line. In for quarterback is Quentin Warren still for the Warriors, leading this final drive, I imagine, for the Warriors.
Well, we're going to get a look at the 2024 Westside Warriors. Those are the players that are out there right now.
Quentin Warren will take the snap. He'll hand it off there. That's Ashton Matoyer for the Westside Warriors, bringing that one past the 30, down towards the 33-yard line. 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4 coming up for the Warriors here with 3 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, if they can get a first down here, I think they'll keep possession the rest of the game.
Millard North not going to call their timeouts. There's no point down this much.
Yeah, they got the play called from the sideline. Here come the Warriors on 3rd down.
Imagine you'll still see some running plays here, maybe a little bit of Quentin Warren keepers. Quentin Warren will hand off the ball to Matoyer. Matoyer swallowed up by Millard North at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes, 30 seconds here remaining in this game. We'll see substitutions. The punt team will come in. Will Bowerly still kicking, punting the ball back to Millard North.
And I'm surprised we're seeing Vermas back about the 35-yard line. You know, at a point like this in the game, that really you don't need your best player on your team out there on the field returning punts.
Will Bowerly's punt. He jumps to catch it. He'll kick it from the 20. There's a spiraling punt. Vermas calls the fair catch, lets it go over his head. Bouncing back inside the 30-yard line. 27-yard line is where the Warriors will pick it up. Inside 2 minutes here now at Phelps Field. Westside up 42-7. As the clock continues to run, as the offense comes on the field. Is Vermas still in the game? Vermas, Evan Hansen, do we see him out there for this final drive?
Yeah, Vermas is leaving the field right now. There's no point in having your starters out there with the clock running with under 2 minutes to play. Okay.
Minute 15 here left in the game. See, Evan Hansen is out of the game. The quarterback is number 16, Marcus Hankins for Millard North. He'll step under center, and he'll hand the ball off there, just kind of knifing. The ball was stripped.
Oh,
the
my
ball was
good.
stripped. Westside will score. That looks like it was Keenan Cotton. Somehow he grabs the ball, takes it in the end zone for Westside touchdown.
I didn't even see that. He must have just took it right out of his hands and got the ball and returned it for the touchdown.
Totally unsure on who that was. Kind of just popped out of the pile there with the ball, heading the other way. Nonetheless, Westside now up 48-7 after that unorthodox play there. Now we have the PAT from, it looks like, is not Will Bowerly. Looking to make it 49-0. That kick is straight down the middle and good.
49-7.
That is Evers Scherslin on the kick now for the Warriors, giving the kickers even a chance at some playing time here in this game now.
Well, Westside has met their average. They came into this game averaging 50 points a game. They scored 49. They allowed 6 points a game. They allowed 7 tonight. So only 26 points this Westside defense has allowed, and this was against the backup defense tonight. So this Westside defense is much heralded from the start of the season. A lot of people thought that this defense was better than last year's defense, and they've really shown how strong they really are. And Westside's offense started off this season right where they left off last year, so explosive with Jalen Lloyd and Anthony Rezak back, Jamez Ross, Christian Jones, Caleb Benning. This team is really looking good.
53 seconds here left in this game. Westside up 49-7, 42-point lead. This time Will Bowerly will kick the ball. Will Bowerly's kick down to the 5. It'll be fielded. Chance for Millard North to return the ball. Run down the sideline, nearing the 30-yard line. He'll be tackled down. 45 seconds and counting. This game is almost at triple zeros.
Yeah, this may be the last play of the game right here.
Play clock is still not started at 25. Game clock at 30. This will probably be your last play of the game.
Just a tremendous performance tonight by top-ranked Westside against this Millard North team. The World Herald ranked the Mustangs number 4 in the state in the preseason rankings.
That last snap of the game will be a handoff down to the 33-yard line. 3, 2, 1. There's triple zeros. Westside will win this game 49-7. Another really dominant game by the Westside Warriors. Ross, no weaknesses really shown there for Westside as they absolutely dominate the Mustangs in this game.
Yeah, this was no question Westside's game from the very first play of the game when Anthony Rezak stepped back and threw about 30 yards to Christian Jones, and then he took it about 50 yards downfield for a 79-yard touchdown to open the game on the first play, and Westside just rolled from there, and just an impressive performance. The Warriors raised their record to 4-0 on the season Millard North, still looking for that first win, drops to 0-4. They've really had the hardest part of their schedule here in these first few weeks of the season. Their schedule will get much easier, and Westside's schedule will get much tougher. They go on the road next week to Norfolk, but down the road they face two teams, Kearney and Millard South, who are ranked in the top 5, and they're both at this time undefeated. So Westside wins the game 49-7. Stay with us, folks. We're going to have our players of the game. Could be 1, could be 2, so stick around, and we'll wait to hear from that. Anything else, Zach, do you want to add?
I don't think so. Just like to add another dominant win. Westside will be coming back next week, just looking to continue this season. But thank you guys for watching the actual live broadcast part of the game. Stick with us, though. We'll have player of the game presented by Time 42 in just a minute.
our Time 42 players of the game. We have two this evening, Bo Ryan on my right, Christian Jones on my left. Guys, let's start with you, Bo. You had 11 tackles this evening, quite the show out there. How did it feel out there being out there tonight?
You know, it just felt great. We had a great defensive plan, just flying around the field, having guys like CJ and Nick just force inside so everything came to me. It was awesome.
Now for you looking down the road next week at Norfolk, what's kind of your game plan? What are you going to do this week to kind of prepare for that game after this big win? It's you guys' third big win in 3 weeks. So what's for week 4? What are you looking for?
You know, Coach Amanji always says this next game is the most important because it's the next. And I just think after this game, we just got to elevate from in every aspect, offense, defense, special teams, and I think we'll be prepared for it.
All right, thank you, Bo. Now, Christian Jones, 91 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and 10 tackles, just one behind Bo. How did it feel out there being out there tonight?
I mean, it was good. It was disciplined football. We all had our assignments down, and everyone just played fast.
Now, looking at next week, Norfolk, same thing from Bo. What are you kind of looking forward to?
It's on to the next game. It's like we're 0-0. 0-0, sorry. And we just got to prepare and be disciplined and handle the travel well.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Warriors will advance their record to 4-0 as they crush over the Millard North Mustangs. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Our Time 42 players of the game, Christian Jones and Bo Ryan, will have the ball for you guys here. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the WTV Live Network. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.